have this opportunity is huge. Hi guys, and welcome back to Archie Hamilton Racing, where you join me for what is probably titled in this video, a big announcement, and probably one of the biggest actually which I've done on YouTube. So first of all, welcome. I won't say welcome too much, but you may have seen I've been bigging up the fact of that I want to really return to racing, and after racing professionally before, my aim with doing YouTube was to always get back. Well, I am back racing, and this is all announced in this video, what series I'm doing and how it's all came about. This has all came about thank you to Michelin, and there is a reason also why I am in this Jaguar F-Pace. Things may start to be making sense a little bit because a Jaguar is involved and Michelin are involved for making this happen. So yeah, like I say, it's been a long journey where I've been doing on YouTube, bringing the videos to you on sort of everyday life, buying and selling cars as well, crazy wraps. But one of the biggest comments which always stood out, and that was, we want you to get back racing. So myself and a big team behind me have been flat out in trying to make this happen, and we have made it happen. And I'm going to be talking about it as we drive up to Cumbria, a location where I am test driving my new racing car. Okay, so we are now en route in the F-Pace to Cumbria. I have roughly 4.5 hours to go, and I'm in a lot of luxury. So I'm going to tell you exactly and explain the news right now. And that is that Michelin have invited me to go back racing and race in the support series to the Formula E Championship. I'll tell you exactly what that series is in just a second, because if you're not aware, Michelin provide the tyres for the Formula E, but also for the support series, which I'm doing. Should I tell them or not?
I think you should.
I'm racing in the Jaguar I-Pace E-Trophy in Paris in 2.5 weeks' time. I have had to keep this quiet for weeks, and basically, I got picked out of a worldwide selection. Michelin UK put me forward, and out of a worldwide selection, I got the drive. And yes, I'm going to be back racing on a world stage in a couple of weeks. So I've had to rush and get my racing medical completed, which I've done sort of in the last week. Everything else, get my license back, an International B, because that's what you race at Le Mans, and it's on. And this is what is happening right now, is we're in the car and we're driving to Cumbria, because in the morning I am test driving the car itself on a private test track, the whole track to myself for this comeback. What makes this even more special is that my grandfather, Duncan Hamilton, won Le Mans for Jaguar in 1953, which makes this incredible. It just is such an amazing story in terms of, for me, I can't quite believe it, because he won that race for Jaguar. It's been in my family history for so many years, and to have this opportunity is huge. And I've been working towards this for so long. Obviously, I love making the videos day to day with the cars and everything else, but the fact now that I've got the biggest opportunity ever, and I can document it on my channel, bring you guys along for the ride. We are going to film tomorrow as well and show you behind the scenes, and the race is going to be on television, so you can all sit at home and watch me on the Saturday. It is Saturday, isn't it, Patrick? Saturday the 27th of April.
That is correct. Date to remember.
Day to remember. And that is when...
Or for you not to remember. When you go off at turn 1.
Let's hope we don't go off at turn 1, and let's hope it all goes well. Tomorrow I've got a full day to get used to the car, which is amazing. Yesterday I was at Jaguar HQ, where I was testing the Formula E car around the Paris track. They had the Paris track, and I got a chance to learn it. I wasn't able to film there because they got a lot of top secret things, as you can imagine.
I filmed a little bit for you, but
you filmed
we'll overlay that now. But we weren't allowed to show what was going on behind the scenes. A lot of clever stuff. We've got a lot of as you can imagine, a lot of technology goes into these cars, so we can't show that. So we got a few clips, and I got a chance to properly learn it, which was amazing. It is so narrow and so tight and twisty, the Paris track. I think the track goes past the Eiffel Tower, which is unreal. Obviously,
it's a support series to the FIA Formula E, so it's electric. So things I've had to get used to with this car is the fact that when I was testing it on the simulator, the Formula E car only had 2 gears. The I-Pace car only has no gears. So there's no engine braking. So things like this, which I've had to get used to, are very, very different. The guys have been racing over the world for this year, so I'm very, very much on the back foot. I'm aware. So
is this racing driver excuses already? They've only had 5 races.
I was doing well. No, they've had a few races. So of course I'm on the back foot, and of course I've not raced in 3.5 years. So things are gonna be. Let's not say this. We're gonna do well. We're gonna smash it, ladies and gentlemen. So I will explain a couple of the differences which this racing entails, and that is, I'm used to racing with slick tyres. So when I did Le Mans, things like that, slick tyre, we had a few different sets of tyres. We had slicks for the dry, you have your inters when it's a little bit sort of damp, and then your wets, etc. The tyres that Michelin provide for this car, you have one set for the whole weekend, so you can't chuck tyres at it. So it's all a very level playing field like that. So same tyres in the dry, in the intermediate, and in the wet, funnily enough. And these tyres are very much compared to a road-based tyre. So it's definitely very, very different in terms of how the car's going to be driving. The car weighs about 2 tons. So you're going to be throwing the car around, but the driving style is going to be very different to what I'm used to. So all of these things are different, but it's exciting. I think it's really, really cool that it's nothing that I'm used to. I've never ever driven an electric race car, so I don't actually know. It intrigues me massively. On the Friday of the weekend, we have practice. So I believe there's a shakedown where you just check that the car's, everything's okay. I will be assigned an engineer for the weekend who's going to look after me. He's going to take me through my telemetry and everything else and improve in certain places. Hopefully we'll be at the front, not at the back, we'll see. A mechanic, and so there's a team around me which is going to be there. Saturday morning is going to be the qualifying session. I think they're roughly 20 minutes long, so you've just got to get your time in. Saturday lunchtime will be the race, which is going to be live on television. But yeah, like I say, tomorrow is my chance to properly get acclimatized to the car. I've got roughly 2.5 hours in there, so I'll be busy. But what is cool is I've seen the schedule, and I'm in there for roughly half an hour at a time.
Yeah, half an hour at a time.
Half an hour at a time, and then an hour and a half where the car gets charged up, and then we're going. The future. This is the future. And the racing of the Jaguar I-Pace E-Trophy is intense. These guys are not guys just doing it for fun. They're professionals. They're winners all over the world. They are the top level drivers in motorsport. So I'm racing against the best, which I like as well, because we like a challenge.
Oh yes. Could you explain, Archie, for the viewers, why we didn't go to Paris to do the test lap? Why we had to go on a simulator? Because surely you could just go on the track.
So you can't. Basically, the circuit is closed off for that weekend, and you can imagine this costs a lot of money to do, and it's a street track. It's a street track, so a lot of people won't actually get a chance to see it. I won't see the track until I turn up and walk it on the Thursday. So on the simulator, which we did at Jaguar, I obviously got a chance to drive the Formula E car around there, and I know exactly where it goes now. And then tomorrow will let me know exactly what the car's like, and then I have a full inkling to the whole thing, and then I feel I'll be pretty prepared and raring to go. I didn't drive the I-Pace on the sim. I drove the Formula E. There's probably a bit of a difference with that in terms of driving style, because the Formula E car doesn't have ABS and the I-Pace car has ABS. So like I was explaining earlier to Patrick, that the differences are I can attack the corners a lot more with ABS. I can turn and brake and hit the brakes hard and really send the car in and use all of the curbs, because, you know, big old car, take all of the curbs. I'll be getting within inches to every single wall around Paris. It's going to be a very fine line to being absolutely getting a mega lap to having a shunt, and hopefully that's not what I do, but you do have to get within inches to the wall with these cars. It's a big car. I believe you sit on the left, and that means that you've just got to know the car's width inside out. That is one thing of a street race. Know the car's width. It's different to a Formula 1 car. Formula 1 car, you're sat in the middle, and obviously you're, you know, the wheels around you, etc. It's harder when you're on the left or the right, solely because you have to place the car bang on, and you got to know the car. So that's exactly what I'll do even more tomorrow. But I'm going to be on it from get-go, and I want to get a mega result. We're not messing about here. We're going for it, because this is a massive opportunity. Michelin have provided me with a mega opportunity to get my racing career back on track. And for me, it's a new start. It's a new chapter. I've been hyping it up on Instagram because it's been my goal for ages to get back racing, do different content, and bring it to you all. And I feel this is a great opportunity. Obviously, I've got the Fasaro simulator coming. That is due in my apartment in the next 2 weeks. So
maybe just in time for some extra practice before we go.
Oh yes,
That'd be mega.
It is, yeah. So I'll get even more practice. If I get the map, I can even get more practice, and I can show you guys exactly what the Paris track looks like on the sim. Yes. Yesterday, I've done 2.5 hours on the sim. My arms are dead. So today's been a bit of a rest day. I've got to chill. And I'm just about to get in the passenger seat, let Patrick drive the last 4 hours, and I'm gonna get editing. But yeah, it's a very exciting time, and it feels so long ago since I've had this feeling where I'm driving somewhere to get in a racing car. I've missed it terribly, and honestly, this news to me is a massive opportunity. Not only to be working with Michelin closely and Jaguar, the whole tie-up is incredible. It's incredible, but we're gonna have a lot of fun, and hopefully you guys support me all the way, and we can enjoy it, because I think, yeah, who knows how I'm gonna get on. Hopefully well. We can't not.
No, you've got to do well, mate. Podium minimum.
We want to get on the podium. There was one guest driver who did it last time. I think it was a couple of races ago, and he was running in the top 3. He's a very quick driver. So
I mean, we need the Instagram photo really on the podium. Maybe we can fake that if you don't.
We can't fake it.
No.
Everyone's watching it at home, mate. We can't fake it. So yeah, like I said, I hope you are excited by the news. I'm mega excited, and I cannot wait. It's going to be cool. There will be a lot of footage coming up in terms of the build up, and when I get to the race and the preparation and things like that. But like I say, this is one part of my new chapter on YouTube. Obviously the car stuff is going to be happening, and the usual stuff is still going to be happening, but this is a whole new start, and things are sort of getting a lot different. And it was always my aim. And thank you to everyone who is behind the lens. You know who you are. Patrick's one of them. He's behind the lens. He's been a massive help. My management have been amazing, in just everyone just supporting me in my corner, my family, everyone who's just been in my corner, and not only my personal people, but you guys at home for supporting my journey. Because let's be honest, without you all, I would not be back in a racing car. It's a fact. So I thank you all, and we are going to have a hell of a lot of fun. So there we go. We have just pulled over in the F-Pace. I've been cruising along, and what I'm going to do now is get to the passenger seat. I'm shattered after all the sim stuff and everything else. But yeah, it's really nice to drive, and I hope you like the news and everything which is coming up. It's going to be a very exciting time, and yeah, it's amazing for me, and I just cannot wait to get started. Tomorrow morning, 9 AM, I'm in the car and I'm back on track. So yeah, I probably won't sleep much tonight, if I'm honest with you. Honestly, it feels, it's totally different to something like collecting a new car, even though that is the best experience ever, and I hope you all experience that. This is something a little bit different in a special way. So we're gonna go inside, we're gonna get some food. Maybe McDonald's, is that pre-race food?
Yeah, they have chicken nuggets. Usain Bolt had chicken nuggets before the Olympics, so we're safe.
We're in. We'll go straight with that. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in your comments below. Thank you very much for the support. Massive thank you to Michelin and Jaguar. This is going to be good. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you all very soon.